I got to do a better job of saying that clearly, because in game, we have to find our composure. But realistically, you do hard truth in this league. You are always held accountable for your ultimate performance, and you coach through tape. So I have had nor will have no problem, telling the truth of the tape, and you have to either you accept it and rise to the challenge and correct those things, or you're subject to the same exact types of failures that I know that the guys are tired of. They wanted to win. Okay, they did, and they didn't do it. And it's all of us. So I don't think anybody's spared from accountability. I think we all need to look at the mirror, or in the mirror, and the main thing is teams that go through hardships. You double down on those hardships if you don't stick together. So we have to do better collectively, and I'm looking for guys to lean into the team and not try to displace, not try to feel like, okay, I did all right, it wasn't my fault. No, that's not how it works. We all have to stay together, and we all have to be focused if we wanted to improve.
All right, that was Mike McDaniel, 1-6, and one of the most brutal losses I can remember from a Miami Dolphin team, considering who they were playing, who's got every bit as many problems as we have up there. And you would have never known it. By the way, basically did not even need to use their wide receivers in that game. They don't have any real good wide receivers. Got a nice young tight end, rookie tight end. Got a couple of nice rookie running backs, including one that went 46 yards for a touchdown. But they only had 200 yards of offense, man. 200 yards of offense. But if you turn the ball over 4 times, team had 11 penalties, a lot of them on defense, kept drives going. 1 for 13 on third down. 1 for 13 on third down. It is you're going to earn your money. Now, you're going to have some guys still stand up and say all the right things, and we got to hang together. We can still turn this around. Good luck trying to turn that thing around after the way you played against one of the worst teams in football, in that bottom 5, because we're below them, obviously, because they beat us so badly. We couldn't score a touchdown against the Browns. I know their defense good. Don't get me wrong. I get it, but man, we were extra bad yesterday on offense. There was no threat. That pick 6 to start that third quarter, that game was over. Campbell took that to the house, and that was like, okay, ball game. They'd run it, don't matter where they were. They just pooch punt it down to the other end and go, ha ha. Dolphin offense can't go anywhere. By that point, Darren Waller was out of the game, injured. And I don't know what somebody, you got to explain to me, though. And again, I don't figure out ways to get number 1 receivers the ball. 1 catch on behalf of Jalen Waddle. He's my son. I'm pissed off. What are we doing? Hell, maybe the trade rumors, maybe there's some to him. Maybe we're saving him. And then we take him out of the game and we put him back in after he was standing off the side with Achane. And Tua had just gone out. And I get it. You're like, ain't winning the game. Last thing I want to do is get those guys hurt down by 4 scores or 3 scores at the end of the game. And they put Waddle back in, and he runs an out route. Harmless, right? Guy's playing off. Runs an out route. Hughes behind him, and he just gets tagged. Now, he got back up, after a few minutes on the ground there. But, Yeah, man, we just do head-scratching stuff right now. That is head-scratching stuff, man. Head-scratching. I'm just wondering what, like, the changes Mike said. We're going to look at it. We're going to be honest. We're going to look at everything. We're going to be honest with each other. If we have to make some changes off the film, I want them to see it. What changes are you going to make on this roster?
Seems a little too late for that, huh?
Yeah, what changes can you make? You got 53 guys. And you got guys banged up. You got some guys that, what can you really change this late in the game?
Would you start trading pieces away now?
By the way, that is a really good question. It's tied to the GM and tied to the owner going forward. How much are you going to let your GM do?
That's a good point.
Now, everybody got a little different theory. Let Chris go ahead and do all the work, and he's here, and he's, if you're going to keep him.
And then fire him?
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know, but he shouldn't get a hall pass either. Just because he had nothing to do with that game, he did, because he's the one that put that roster together. Unless Mike's doing that now too. What? When then, if he is, then why the hell do we need a GM? I
mean, this is as bad a roster as the 1-win season, right? Like I don't know who else they're going to beat, Joe.
By the way, 1-15 was rough.
And this isn't?
No, but
you lost by 4 touchdowns to the Browns.
That 1-15 should have been 0-16. Ravens are down there on the 1 against one of the worst run defenses in football and decide to.
The Dolphins will maybe win one more game.
I don't know. Right now,
they'll probably screw around and beat the Jets, but
outside of the Jets, what'd they do? Bench Justin Fields.
They were a mess.
But we can't be looking around because we got a mess of our own. And this is not just having a good meeting and a good practice and all of a sudden we feel better about ourselves. It's just not. It's not 3 captains standing up in front of the team and giving like one of the greatest speeches they've ever given. But
that's the thing, man. I'm so like we did this last week and the leadership and captains and all this other crap.
Players only meeting.
Like the whole thing needs to reset, man.
I think we're done with the players only meetings. I think they burned that out. I think there's only a certain amount you could do.
It's just the whole thing is just toxic.
I'm joking.
Like they really do need to blow that entire thing out and change the whole makeup and culture of that franchise.
It is toxic and it needs an overhaul.
A major overhaul, not a reset. Like that's what Chris called it, right? A reset. They need a full cleaning, man. A full cleaning, top to bottom.
I'll tell you though,
no more talk about leadership and culture and meetings and all this other crap. It's nauseating.
I don't know, as the owner of this team, who goes to every game, goes down to the locker room after every game. What do you say?
Well, how involved is he though? Because Barry's calling him, an absentee owner and all this. Like, how involved is he, Joe?
I don't know through the week. I don't know.
Or does he just not care? Does he not realize he's getting fed bad information?
Oh, no.
What's the disconnect here?
No. Bo saw him yesterday. Said he was pissed off. Like he went in there yesterday. But what do you say? He goes in the locker room. He looks at the coach. The coach looks at him. Like how many times? Like what are you going to tell me today? We're going to get back to work. We're going to get this thing figured out. And you're going, So now we're going from the Browns, and the schedule doesn't get exactly easier from here. This was supposed to be the W, and not only did we lose, we got embarrassed. We didn't score a touchdown offensively. We barely had 200 yards of offense. It wasn't even cold. It wasn't even cold out there. It was nice. Hell, it didn't even rain that much in the second half. All right. Whew, man.
Every time they show the highlights of this guy throwing those passes, just makes you want to puke.
Tua? I would love to know that thing down the middle he threw. He was throwing it to Tanner Connor, actually. And first of all, it should have never been thrown. Second of all, honestly, the only guy that should ever try that throw is, I can't say his name. Can't do it. Anyway, they were sitting back there, man.
He got outplayed by the other guy. No one even knew if he could play. Remember, they're trying to figure out who should be the backup over there, and
I don't know though.
And then what's the deal with the whole?
You think the Browns left yesterday going, "That's our quarterback"?
I don't know what the Browns are thinking.
They had 200 yards of offense and 31 points.
What's with elevating Ewers over Zach Wilson? What's going on with that whole deal?
By the way, he played better in practice, which, by the way, people are, people are going to get on him for that because they're like, well, we saw camp and we thought he was better.
Okay, but wasn't the whole point that like you did all this evaluation? You go, because the year before, right, the backup quarterback thing was a disaster. So you signed Zach Wilson, you brought him in to be your backup quarterback, and now what?
Can I tell you?
You can't fix him. That's not a fixable thing.
It doesn't matter who we're putting in there at quarterback right now. It really doesn't. I don't think Tua's going to be the starting quarterback, but I got to be honest, it doesn't matter.
Is he though?
He's a starting quarterback
at this point. I told you a month ago, but at this point, I would start Ewers the rest of the way, and I'd have Zach Wilson as my backup. I would just say Tua's injured, make up an injury, whatever it is you need to do to satisfy the Tua fans.
All right,
but there's just no what do you gain from playing him at this point?
Well, they're still trying to win games, and they think he gave them the best chance to win, is what they're going to say.
I don't even know if he does.
Come on, Woody.
Joe, the play can't get much worse.
Woody.
He was the worst quarterback going outside of maybe Justin Fields.
Woody,
he's the worst quarterback in football.
He was terrible yesterday, but did you see the other guy come in?
Yeah, he had a bad pass on his first one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen, let's go to break here while you're coming up with who should start.
My point is that it can't get a whole heck of a lot worse.
No, 11 touchdowns and 11 turnovers is not
going
exactly.
Back to the Bo quote.
What is the Bo quote? Give it to me before I go to break. Go ahead.
Said it was the worst game he's ever seen from a quarterback in the NFL.
It's about time Bo gets out there. Get him.
Plays? You want Bo to start?
No. I want to get Bo all fired up.
Oh.
Hey, right now.